first, let's kick off the show with some local martial arts at the West Coast Jiu Jitsu facility in Oxnard.
Hi, this is Manuel Herrera, and today I'm here at West Coast Jiu Jitsu in Oxnard, where on today's show we're going to discuss mixed martial arts.
Well, I think mixed martial arts is just an amalgamation of many different martial arts. You have boxing, jiu-jitsu, judo, wrestling, kickboxing, and it's just a combination of all of them. And I love it because of that very fact. It's everybody's got a puncher's chance, and once you get in there, you never know what's going to happen.
Aren't you afraid at all about getting hurt or losing an eyeball or anything like that?
After a while, you kind of get used to it, and it's my coach and some of my mentors have always told me you don't want to start to like the pain, but it kind of grows on you.
How hard is that to learn all the different aspects of the sport?
Just takes a lot more time. You got to be patient because you can be strong in one suit. When I first started, I was really strong in jiu-jitsu, and that was my mainstay, and that's how I won my fights. Was I'd take the guy to the ground and I would submit him. That's not always the case. Hence, I've started boxing with Robert Garcia at the Colonial Boxing Gym in Oxnard, and I go in there and it's pretty frustrating. Those guys have been doing it for years, and they light me up like a light bulb.
Tell us, what brought you here to West Coast Jiu Jitsu?
I just kind of randomly saw a sign for West Coast Jiu Jitsu and to train with Brian Espinoza, and I walked in to the gym, and literally from that day on, I haven't missed a day. I moved out of my house. I lived in my truck for about a year and a half so I could pay gym fees.
I've always loved martial arts. My father, I got to thank my father for getting me into martial arts. It really changed my life, and I just really thank him for doing that for me. He knew that I loved it, and he paid for the classes when we couldn't afford it, and really got me into it. I started at the age of 10, and at the age of about 17, 18, I came into contact with jiu-jitsu, and I just fell in love with jiu-jitsu, and I've been doing it ever since.
Now, here as one of your credentials is that you actually studied under Rickson Gracie, and that's a name like Muhammad Ali in boxing or something. So tell us about that, your experience with that.
I've been very blessed to meet the right people at the right time. I came across Rickson Gracie when I was about 18 years old. He was actually doing a seminar in Oxnard for martial artists before UFC, before anybody knew what jiu-jitsu was. And me being in martial arts for so long, I thought I was going to be able to handle him. I didn't know who this guy was. And I basically went in there and I was humbled.
And now, as far as your studio, what type of classes do you guys give? What types of different activities go on here in your gym?
Well, basically, our academy is set up with a full-size cage, and basically it's a 24 by 24 inch cage. We also have a 24 by 24 size boxing ring. Our gym is has full weights for the fighters and members of the gym to come in and do weights. We have wrestling training. We have boxing with Robert Garcia, of course. I'm really excited that Robert's here.
So what brings you here to West Coast Jiu Jitsu, Robert?
Yeah, I'm teaching other guys, stand-up fighting. They are learning pretty well, for the competitions, and as everybody knows, mixed martial arts is growing so much and going all over the world that we teamed up with West Coast and putting up a pretty good team.